Hey everybody, welcome to your next course here on entrepreneurial finance. I'm Warren Martin, instructor here, and looking at the roster, all of you are brand new to me. I think there's one of you that have had a course with me before, but anyway, just welcome. I do these videos every week or most every week, so one of the requirements is to watch the videos, but I do keep them short to 5 minutes. This first week might be a little longer, going over a couple things, but I just keep them short. Anything that needs to be covered, point out. I also try to cover topics about just trying to keep you motivated a little bit or inspired, or keep you focused. Um, since I don't know any of you, I'm going to start off with talking about discipline and self-discipline. How it's important to have self-discipline so that you can stay on track with your schoolwork. Another one of my little things, and I mentioned that in the welcome letter, is looking at school as part of your day instead of something extra. Sometimes back in high school days, a lot of students, it's like you cram for this and you don't study for that or whatever the case is. But, when you're in college and, you're actually working on something that's going to develop your career and so forth, you have to have discipline. I use a lot of running analogies because runners, um, regardless of the weather, they run every day. That's part of discipline. School is the same thing. School should be something you're doing every day, not just on a Saturday night or Sunday night. So that's when I talk about the discipline part. Um, Discipline is also choosing between what you want now and what you want most. You may come up with an excuse why not to do some schoolwork tonight, why not to read another chapter. Um, but it depends on what you're wanting. If you're wanting to get a degree, if you're wanting to actually learn the material, instead of just getting by, that's a different thing. Once you start getting into things like having a degree or, and getting into a particular, you're in the business program, most employers can figure out pretty quickly if you know what you're supposed to know or not. Getting this degree won't count for anything if you don't know the material. Um, the thing good about this particular course is if you're going to be your own boss, you're going to be an entrepreneur. Um, there's important information here that you'll need to know. Um, if you've read my bio or anything about me and some other people you may know, a lot of us have had our own businesses, and there's a lot of things that you need to know to run those businesses. So that's that part. And my other thing is putting the time in. I put this question, even though this is the first week, but generally, did you put 5-10 hours or more per course um, per week? And if you're not doing that, that's why you may not be doing too well. Because usually when I talk to a student because they're having problems or they need tutoring or something like that, within the conversation, we usually find out that they're only spending an hour a week, and that's why they're having a problem. It's not that they can't catch on or don't understand it. It's they're not putting the time in. All courses, regardless of what college you go to, are designed, they're really designed for 10, 20 hours a week per course. Just depends on the school you go to. So usually on, you're doing if you're doing 2, 3 courses in a term or semester, I mean, you're expected to put that 40, 60 hours in a week. So, that's why I got this little slide about that. But anyway, so that's the short, pretty much the short thing. Into the course itself. So all your, I mean, I think you're in third, fourth year. You're all familiar with the navigation here. Our discussions every week, by Wednesday, the initial post. I will also have a reply in here uh, with this video, so you're expected to reply to my video post. Um, I also have a test question at the end. I'll give it to you in a second here. But basically, yeah, just the discussions like you've been doing. You got homeworks, quizzes, and you don't have a project in this course, so you're pretty much same, but you might have 1 or 2 homeworks each week, just depending what week it is. But otherwise, and you got like this week, you got three PowerPoint presentations. Introduction, overview, You have an idea and you come up with a business plan, and then of course you organize financing the new ventures. And by ventures, we're talking about how you're going to buy a business, you're going to invest in a business, depending on what we're looking at. So, all right. So other than that, welcome. Right now I got this at 5 minutes. So when I talk about test questions, I got a couple of grandkids, and so what I do, I got a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old. So sometimes I'll put a question in here, hey, just tell me what they're doing, and in your reply you answer, what they're doing. The other thing about me, when we get into the on the page here, I have office hours here, but it'll be really, I don't keep the office hours per se because I'm a 7-day-a-week person. So you don't have to wait till a certain day of the week or anything to get in touch with me. You can text me, call me, you send me a message in the inbox system here, and I either get back right away or within a few hours, and that's 7 days a week. So there's none of this. I'm also a pretty late person, so I mean I'm up until midnight or something like that. So it's basically anytime you have a question, just get in touch with me. I'm very approachable. Students have known me for a few years, have that seem to have that common view of me. So no worries. Get in touch if you need anything. Again, any day of the week. You don't have to wait. Other than that, welcome. Looking forward. What else? That should be it for now. Again, if you got any questions, just get in touch with me. Otherwise, we will see you during the week here. So have a great week. Take care, and get in touch if you need anything. Bye.